What up, guys? So I wanted to tell you about our upcoming Chewjitsu Open competitions. Got the shiny, nice Chewjitsu Open belt and the seminars that we have associated with them. So check this out. We had our very first Chewjitsu Open competition in 2024 here in my hometown of Louisville, and it went great. We had people from all over the country, literally from like Montana and Michigan and down in Georgia, all over the place. And it went off without a hitch. We had 300 plus competitors, matches went smooth, and more importantly, I created this tournament with my buddy Jeff for a very specific reason, because it's not like most jiu-jitsu competitions. So most jiu-jitsu competitions that you go to, you'll sign up, pay the entry fees, all that stuff, and if you show up and you lose one match, because it's single elimination, you go home, you're done, that's it, no more, right? And then also, too, if you go to some regional tournaments, you might show up and have nobody in your division. And in some cases, they won't give you your money back. They'll just say, hey, here's a participation medal. Thank you, come again. So what I wanted to do with this competition is I wanted to create a tournament that was for the competitor and their ability to gain experience, right? Because I wrestled first. And in wrestling in high school, we got tons of competition experience because it was just available. We had wrestling meets during the week, competitions and tournaments during the weekend. It was double elimination tournaments, and we just had lots of opportunities to get reps. And it's one of the reasons why wrestlers will come into jiu-jitsu competitions and they do so well right out of the gate because they've been on the competition mat. They've had reps. And so what I wanted to do is provide a competition for jiu-jitsu practitioners that is going to give you those reps. Right? Here's a great example, a great story from this particular tournament. I think I've shared this one before, but it's exactly what I wanted to get out of this. So we had a young guy named Nathan. It was his first jiu-jitsu competition. He came to the seminar with me the next day and we were talking, and he said that, it was his first competition. He got out there and in his first match, he lost, right? Just felt off, felt weird, right? Never competed before. And then after that first match, he started to feel good. He was like, I feel normal again. How many of you guys have felt that way, right? Me, I felt that way before. Gone out there my first match, and for some reason I'm just off. I feel shaky, maybe the nerves got me, whatever, and then I lose. And then in most jiu-jitsu competitions, it's like, bye-bye, you're done for the day. You spent like $1,000 traveling to California and take care, And it sucks. It's frustrating, especially when you, after the match, you're like, I feel good, let me just have another one, right? Well, Nathan then goes on, because of our unique system, and I'll tell you about it in a second, he goes on to win his next 4 matches and eventually wins his division. And so again, he had the ability to take that loss and then get more reps in afterwards. And again, that's really what I wanted to do, is I wanted to make sure that if you guys came to one of our Chewjitsu Open competitions, you, 1, would have people in your weight class. I'll talk about how we make that happen. And then 2, you would have the chance to get reps in, win or lose. Because I want you to gain the experience. You want to get that valuable competition experience that you just can't mimic it in the gym. You have to get it out there on the competition mats when you're out there against someone that you don't know, who doesn't like you, who's trying to take it out, or trying to go after you 100%. Everybody's watching. You have to have that experience, right? So check it out. Here's what we do with it. Number 1 is Madison Bracketing. Probably never heard the term before, but essentially the way that it works is we take, when you weigh in, let's say we have our different belts and age groups and, divided up by sex, male or female. And then what we do is we say, all right, let's take these 5 people here. They're close to weight. Boom, that is a division. Next 5, that's a division. There's some really big guys down here. There's 3 really huge dudes. Let's take those 3 guys, put them into a division. And so basically we match you up as close as we can to people of the same weight, same size, as well as skill and age and everything else. But we do it to where we're just picking you up like that. Instead of having this actual weight class, we're just putting you together in close weight ranges as best we can. Sometimes there are some big differences, but for the most part, at this competition, we were pretty darn close to within like a 10 to like 12 pound difference in the competition. Again, mostly, there's a few exceptions. And so again, what this does is then we can make sure that you get someone in your weight class. So you don't show up to the competition and there's nobody in your weight class, but then 10 pounds above you, there's a massive group, right? So that's the benefit of that. Now, with that, we do a round robin style competition. So round robin means that, let's say if we have 5 competitors in your division, including you, you'll be the thumb, okay? You will go against everyone in your division. Let's say you go against the first competition like Nathan did, as I mentioned earlier. You lose to him. That's okay. You get to go again. and you'll keep going. And the way that we decide the winner is you'll get a certain number of points depending on if you win by ref's decision or a submission. And by the way, the competition is submission only. So it's sub only with the emphasis on aggression going for the submissions, as well as positional control. But ultimately, you want the submission. And if you win and you get the nod from the ref after 6 or 7 minutes, whatever, then again, you'll get the ref's decision. You get a certain number of points there. If you get the submission, you get more points. That's the idea. And so that's kind of the way that it works. And so if you guys are interested, we'll be running these competitions across the U.S. We have, I think, 6 or 7 more this year. We have them in places like Memphis. We've got some going on in Michigan and in Missouri. We've got them all over the place, and we have one big one that we're going to be announcing here soon at the time of recording this. If you'd like to get details on it, check the links down below. Now, if you would also like to do a seminar with me, or if you don't want to compete and you want to do a seminar with me, in each one of our competitions that we have coming up, I will be running a seminar the following day. So after the competition's over, if you'd like to work with the Chewster, face-to-face, in person, whatever you'd like to do, then you can go to the seminar, right? We had our first one here at my gym, since we had the competition in the city. We had it at a venue, and then we had this here. And in some cases, the seminars will not be at the venue. So make sure that you look at the directions on the website, because a lot of times we're going to try to go to a gym or whatever, because sometimes with the venues that we're going to be in, they're going to be big venues and we wouldn't have access to them the day after. So again, just take a look at the addresses to make sure that you get the right place. But that's the idea, guys. Again, I created this tournament with my partner, Jeff, because I wanted to make a competition that really served you guys as far as getting reps in, because I know that for me, one of the most valuable things that I got for competitions was a lot of reps in different points. And again, for you guys, if you want to be a good competitor, you got to get reps in. And for you guys, if you're a new competitor, this could be fantastic because you have a chance to fail and keep going. But likewise, even if you're a good competitor, this is going to get you a lot of matches because, for instance, we had full black belt divisions because we only need a smaller number. We don't have to divide everything up by weight. And so we had several full expert level black belt divisions, and it was fantastic. And they all got to go. They all got a chance to get some matches in. And it wasn't like you're going to get laid and prayed by a person who scores 2 takedown points on you and then sits there, because it's sub only. So again, I really like the format. I think it worked out great, and I'm excited to see you guys at these upcoming competitions. They're already starting to fill up, which I'm excited about. And again, looking forward to working with you guys at the seminars the next day. If you guys have any questions about the upcoming competition, put your comments down below with your questions, and I'll come back and answer them to you. But otherwise, check the link down below, and talk to you guys, and hopefully see you soon.